Top Hill Recording Podcast, episode 185. Tonight's guest, Film Delay.
Give
man. That was awesome.
You know, as they talked about in theater, don't be a background actor that steals focus. You know? But, you know, I can't resist the Old Forester 100 proof, you know?
It's excellent stuff, man.
Yeah, thank you all so much. You all are so kind.
Hey, man, we got to butter you up somehow to get you here, you know? So.
Say, I didn't do anything. So I'm not going to...
Earl, you showed up.
Yeah,
you're here
that's
with
right,
us.
man.
Yeah, it's good to see you all again.
Yeah, it's really
you're
good
the
to see you
first.
too.
This is my third episode sitting in. It's the first time I've seen people I've played with. So good to see y'all for sure.
Awesome.
It's cool. And yeah, that was a fun show we did. So it was a good time. So
And Magbar still stands.
We'll
have to do better next time.
Somehow it does, doesn't it?
It's like that it's like that Ultron quote where he's like, as soon as the earth settles, God throws a stone at it. That's just with cars and Magbar. Like, just God is like, go. We love you, Magbar.
Obviously, everybody loves Magbar, otherwise, you know. Well, hey, man, let me introduce you guys. Film Delay, thank you all for coming to Top Hill Recording Podcast.
Thank you.
That was unbelievable. But check this out. This might be more unbelievable.
Oh.
Michael, Matt, Ty, Corbin, Levi. I've never been able to do that.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Unbelievable. I'm proud of you.
Serious, man.
I'm proud of you.
Y'all don't know my issue with names. It's terrible. It's terrible. So, you know, I wrote it down, didn't even have to look. So just to let you know. All right, you guys. So I guess, you know, normally we, when we have solo acts or a couple people in here, we kind of just see how their origin story started. With you guys, 5 of us, we'll probably just go like this. Tell us about Film Delay. How did you guys get together to...
what is our origin story?
There was a dog.
What is your all's origin story?
I'm gonna let him
guess
handle that.
I feel like I will be the
Okay, go
proper
for it.
band historian.
There you go. He's the right
It's
one.
canon now. All right, so it started. I got a house, and I had, which is a great
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
well, actually, no, that's wrong. Okay, so me and this guy were roommates in college, and just so happens also though, you being in the music building at IUS, you met Michael and you met Levi as well. We hadn't met Corbin yet. Sorry.
Yes.
I knew you, Corbin.
So now back to how I originally started. I'm going Tarantino. I'm bouncing all over.
Hell yeah. All right.
So I got a house and I bought the worst drum kit ever from
for sure.
the cursed basement in Bloomington. And I was like, oh shit, I got a drum set. Like, Matt, come over and play with me. So I was technically the band's first drummer, and didn't last long. Shouldn't have.
I kicked myself out of the band.
So basically, like, long story short, like, he would come over and we would be hanging out, and we would do that guy thing where we're like, man, it'd be really cool to have a band, but like, I'm too nervous and egotistical to like say it. Like, ego got in the way. But then Michael started coming over, and then Levi started coming over,
And Max.
and then Max, but who we had a pianist for a bit, Max.
He went back to school.
He went back to school, so he left the band. But Godspeed, Max. We love you.
I really appreciate Max right now because one more person in this room might have
Well, yeah, we never really revealed this, but Max can levitate.
Yeah.
He has psychic
I didn't
power.
even know that.
Surprisingly high, too. Like, it's not like a few inches off the ground. It's like...
He's actually here right now. He's
He
just
would be up
outside.
here, yeah.
levitated
can't
right
stand
out of the
on the
band,
ground,
huh?
So then, so for a while,
Wait, you're not going to just skim by levitation homes.
That's all you need to know.
I have to. Max's powers. So Michael was actually our first drummer after me, second drummer technically.
Had 2 first drummers, man.
Yeah.
And a levitating Max.
So then, slowly but surely, then we connected with Corbin, and then he took the spot. And that is then like the story of like how we are like now. We started in 2020, technically. Kind of.
COVID.
Yeah, but we never did anything because COVID, so...
So is the only way to enter the band through the drummer now? You've got to be a drummer in the band. It's like
Yes.
Corbin's getting ready to move to like guitar.
I'm playing xylophone.
You're gonna do something crazy like, oh, we need another drummer. It's gonna be a 10-piece band with 6 ex-drummers that are all in the band now.
Well, like
man.
Ty, you're a guitarist too. Like he plays guitar all the time as well. So he's 3 instruments.
But I was continually the second best at every instrument, so I just kept getting rotated. So I was like, all right, I'll play bass. It's cool.
Everybody needs a bass player.
Yeah.
And it's my house. You can't kick me out of the band.
I don't pull rank like that. I don't like to. I feel like it's true.
All right, y'all can practice in the backyard. I'm not going to listen to it.
So yeah, like, and then pretty much like we practice like every Monday and like Thursday, like, and we've done that pretty consistently for like 2 years now. And we started playing shows and stuff.
Yeah, man, you can, there's something to consistency. You can hear consistency in this room, especially. And once you hit record, it's hard to hide not practicing or not being super tight. And that's one thing that you get just on listening to Market. Number one, the dance of the guitars, 3 guitars, nobody's overplaying each other. Nobody's playing the same stuff. It's intricate and well thought out. And then the harmonies dance on top of that. So that doesn't just happen. I mean, you can go to music school, you can have music education, you can be a phenomenal musician, but time is what creates that dance and doing it correctly. Just based on Market, that you can tell that you all spent time together playing, working things out. How does it like Market, for example, but most of this stuff come about? Do you all, when you bring a song to the table, whoever it is, because I know Matthew Matt or Matthew, what do you, Matt? Matthew?
He's
right.
formal today.
Right. Matthew and Michael, so you guys both sing lead. So when you bring something to the table, how does it transform from the moment that you're like, hey, I've got this idea, and develop into where you have all these separate parts creating this harmonic piece of music?
I would like to note really quick, a lot of the songs we like learned are very old, first of all, and they came from like a singular person, and we've been moving towards like a collaborative, writing effort. So it's changed a lot. But
yeah,
Michael
initially I
Market.
would just bring in demos and we'd go part by part and kind of like hash it out. But we're moving away from that now.
All right, so when
Trying
you
to find our
you
sound.
brought in those demos, did it have all the parts?
Most of them.
So
Yeah.
you would have, the 3 guitar parts, the harmonies, and then what you wanted. So there was a roadmap on some sense of that. So, like Matthew, on the stuff, do you sing? Do you write that or do you write that? How does that come about?
sometimes it comes from like improv. Like a lot of the
Mhm.
harmonies that Levi did for Market were his own, of his own collaboration.
Mm-hmm. Just hearing it?
The only thing I would want to say is that I think some people would not want to include themselves in this, but I think every single person in this band is a great songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
Like they write amazing parts, and like seriously, like we're probably sitting on if I had to guess, like 150 freaking unfinished songs. So something crazy like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that you're going to see all of them. But
Yeah. Well, and then some of those could lead into something else, take apart from this, take apart from that, which,
Right.
when you find yourself in a lull, it's always nice to be able to pull from the old stuff and go,
That's
wow, I
true.
really like this part. So,
There's stuff from like when you were in college.
Yeah. Stuff from like 2015, 2016.
We were writing
Just in the
music
back.
together in like 2015 or no.
It might have been
2016.
2019, I think, somewhere around there.
Let's go 17.
Okay, meet in the
oh,
middle.
in the
Yeah.
middle, meet in the middle.
Yeah, and I mean, I would also give a lot of credit, like so far, to like also just the space, because
Yeah, we're able to record all of our own stuff. We have our own studio, so like we're not really pressured. We have the like luxury of time, which is it's kind of we can take forever and nothing happens, but we can also have the ability to be precise, which is
Mm-hmm.
a great luxury.
Yeah, you don't get that when you're paying for
Right.
studio time. Like you figure it out pretty quick, or you don't do it. Like,
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
that's cool.
Which I think I don't know. I think it would be a good good experiment to be inside of a studio
I was
and
just
like
thinking that.
to really it would be a challenge.
Well, not only that, there can be a perfectionism to this thing to where if it's in your hands and all your hands, the hardest thing to do is to check that off.
It is, yeah. That's why, I have a tough time making stuff at home because of that. Like, it just like, it never is like what I want, or it's just like, I end up drifting off into something else. But when I go to the studio, it's just like literally time is money. And so we get to going. So
you have to get it done.
But I feel like too, like being I just play solo. So being like a whole band, I'm sure it's nice to just to go into the studio and like jam. And to ask one more question, if I could, I know you said you write songs different now. Like what do you do now? Do you just show up with some chords and jam and then figure it out, or like what is the new process?
I think each of us have little bits and bobs that we kind of have in files and in places and stuff. And sometimes we're incorporating jams and things, and sometimes it's still like a full song comes through and we work on that. So it's just a bunch of different things coming together at once.
There's like I always say, there's a bunch of ways to do music. It's the coolest part about it is there's really no exact formula or answer and everything. It's just kind of there's not like if you try to do something like set in stone, it will end up not being so great. So that's cool. Yeah, you're all have a great sound.
Yeah,
thank you.
Well, and having the flexibility too to be able to roll with whatever form it comes in. You know, not being stuck like this is the process. It's not. Don't just do that. You know, being open to. What comes through the music. I mean, it always comes through in the end product. But, you know, I was thinking, like what you kind of mentioned, the going into a studio for you guys, what that would look like, taking the pressure off your own hands to be mixing it, to do those things, engineering, to just being able to do the music, number one. But number two, like, I think the biggest thing about a studio, and, you know, you've had a band come in and do, which, just a quick pause, my buddy Earl here just went over 100,000 streams.
I did.
My man.
Thank you.
I meant to say last episode, but congratulations, dude. That's absolutely
it's
huge.
crazy. That's
it's crazy.
What I expected,
Big dog.
So.
That's what I'm saying. 100,000 streams is awesome. But you know what that is to have a band that comes in and nails it.
Yeah.
You know, and you guys, you know, you go do market in a studio, you do it one or two takes or what even... You know, if you're practicing, getting together a couple times a week, whatever you go into, as long as you're prepared and you go in, you nail it, money's not the big deal.
No, like I was going to say, like hiring people's where my costs go through the roof, but just to go in, like, I mean, like even at $65 an hour, how much could you do in 10 hours? And that's not that much a piece. With a big ass band. Like, you know, like if you, I mean, it's cool. It's something you should think about. It'd be cool too to not worry about the engineering and all that stuff. Because you will, I mean, there's a reason like I always go to Ann at La La Land. There's a reason she does good shit.
La La Land's
she knows
great.
what she's doing.
We have a scheduled date to go to Head First Studio, and shout out to Bobby Conley. He's our guy.
Cool.
He's our
we love you, Bobby.
Yeah.
Shout out Bobby. Bobby.
He sits in on our sessions. He listens to us and gives us good advice. You know, with our own studio, and just hangs out.
Yeah, well, it's important to have an outside ear for sure. That's what.
It is, yeah. I mean, that's like the main thing, I think, as long as you have like somebody who can come in and go, whoa, that's fucking whack, man. Like, you know, like sometimes it just is, or like you don't know until you like step away from it. Same way sometimes when you record something or you write something and then you don't listen to it for 2 months and you go and listen and you go, wow, that's fucking awful. And you delete it forever.
Well, and to have, you know, like there's whatever Ann tells you, you're going to trust that what she tells you is for the betterment of the song.
Yeah, so and if I really disagree with something, I'm just like, I don't know. And so usually has I know. That's usually how it goes. Yeah.
But you know, like you mentioned, Bobby Conley's that his name. If you have that person that is able to tell you, hey man, there's some things about it that I mean it's good, but there's something you know.
Yeah, same way. I was going to interrupt. I was going to say, same way a team has like a coach. Like it's just, sometimes you need something to just reel you in a little bit.
Accountability.
So, like around myself and a lot of people I know, like it's easy to kind of just get way outside the box you need to be in when you don't have anyone to hold you accountable. Something Ann is always on like my ass about, like, so you got to sing like not so fucking crazy, man. Just like a little quieter. I'm like, all right, cool. I will try not to screech it out. But I mean, you all have a great sound. So I mean, I'm excited to kind of see what else you all make and stuff, because you have a, I don't want to keep asking, I know we have other things to do, but what are your all's like influences as far as a band?
You all just want to go. I mean, go around. Let's just go around. Go around.
I mean, just like
wait,
one.
wait,
Yeah,
before you say that, what do you hear?
That's what it's hard. Yeah, like it's
good question.
That's
I'll give you
that's
mine. I've got a couple.
Yeah, well, I was saying, like, Spencer here he said Radiohead kind of reminded. Honestly, I did not think that much of that when I heard you all the first time, but when he said that is like, and then I heard you all just do that song, I was like, yeah, I definitely, definitely get that.
That's my favorite band. It's
Here's
just
mine. Radiohead intersects with Pink Floyd with a touch of the Dead. Got a little bit of the groove to it.
Oh, you got great groove, yeah, man.
Got the groove, but you also have that like melancholy, Floydy stuff, along with the Radiohead thought process in what is going on musically.
Yes, yeah.
So that's what I gather. What do you got, Spencer? Say it.
Well, I was also thinking, like if the Punch Brothers did Electric,
Wow.
is kind of
amazing compliment.
yeah,
Right.
because the different harmonies.
Harmonically, yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
the different
Harmonically, yes.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Agreed,
What?
totally. Yeah.
Levi is flat. Levi's gonna be riding that high
Yeah,
for a while.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
I
Punch
do love
Brothers.
the Punch Brothers.
That's where you like those Thiele harmonies, man. You hear those high harmonies.
Yeah, you all got great harmonies. In the
Yeah.
same way in this room, it's not, you can't like fake bad backing vocals. You'll sound tight.
Mm-hmm.
Backing vocals are something most bands really lack. And so,
Yeah.
like, it's hard to do.
It's hard to find. Well, even if it's hard to marry them too, and you guys really meld where they all sound great together. There's some people that can hit the right notes, but it just doesn't feel good.
No, it's got a mix. Like, it's more than just like the actual harmony. Like volumes matter, and like your tonal qualities and everything. Like you two especially, because I knew you were singing lead. Like your all's harmony is super, super great. Like it's just like
These three right here,
super tight.
angelic.
And
Like,
the flip,
truly kings.
At one point, you were singing the falsetto, you were singing low. Next thing you know, you're singing falsetto, and then next thing you know, you're singing falsetto. So it's like that's what I was that dance of.
That's what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Like it's
Gives you
easy
a
to
lot to
get.
It helped
yeah.
that we were in choir together
Yeah.
in college. So
That's actually where we met each other first. I think.
because you two were bass, right?
baritone.
Baritone. I think it was.
Baritone.
Do y'all
baritone
go to
one,
everybody
tenor.
go like the same school mostly? or-
IUS.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh yeah.
So I think
This guy.
I've been to Indiana. So it's it is important that choir was part of it because you don't just skate the vocals. They are an instrument. It doesn't just have to be a lead. And if you pay attention to it and you bring your thought process like a choir, it makes a ton of sense why there's so much movement in what you are doing. Yeah, man, that makes a ton of sense. Totally. I think we should hear another one, man.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm
All
ready.
right, what
man.
do you want to play? What do you got for us? Tell us about the next one.
This next song's called 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
It's
And
at least a
is
working
this an
title.
older one or a newer one? How we
This
doing?
one's a newer one. Out of these four, only one of them is currently available. The
Oh,
three
okay.
we're just kind of playing out and working.
Which one's the one that will be available?
It will be Damn Damien.
All right, dude.
Going
There's
bananas.
nothing more I love than the new shit.
I saw nothing of the dead running throughout your past. Got back, you said you were tired. It was some big mess. You felt less than curious to say it's not their fault. Well, I'm here that can't compare, and I want to be somewhere else in a photo that you've locked away. Step by step, and I don't walk. Tell your friends that you're back at home. Trading on a sickly laugh, toasting out to someone's hell. I was never impressed with the glow of a costly life. Far gone, the biggest sky, looking out too high. No, why not try at the light? I wish you'd stop kicking the shit out of your shins by now.
Woo! 10 p.m. So both of those are new, huh?
Yeah, great tune, fellas. That was great. Again, harmonies, man, super, super tight. I just love that. Like it is hard to do that.
It's like this. I can definitely hear the Thiele influence with the slide in and outs, the smoothness, man. And yeah, Spencer's right, man. Somebody's getting pregnant with that one.
As long as it's consensual.
Yeah, I mean, definitely consensual, man. We don't appreciate non-consensual pregnancies in this studio. Jeez, especially these days. Good Lord. Especially these days, like we would ever.
Like you said earlier, we can edit stuff out,
Yes,
so
this
we'll
might
edit
be the one.
that little comment
I'm
out.
leaving it in. It's staying.
Just put a series of Homer Does over top of it.
But yeah, man, great fucking tune for real. Like you all sound super tight, man. Like it's cool to see. It's good to see you all again. Like Magbar is cool. It's loud in there though. It's cool to see you in like a really controlled room, just like really getting to like kind of just hear the music, man. You all sound great.
The one thing I always love about being on this side and this part of basically just being able to get concerts every Monday is hearing people dial it down and really separating, because it really does allow you to individualize what's going on. Every time I would ever play a gig, you know, it's the emphasis is on stage volume, which always ends up being out the door immediately. And you're like, if we could just get it right, if we could just had time to sub, we just had time to blah, blah, blah. So getting in here and having it just set, everybody dialed down and listen, it's my favorite thing in the world.
No, I agree. Yeah, like I said at Mag, it was a great show. I like this a lot more. Like same way, like I like watching Tiny Desk concerts and because it's just like real, like laid back. It is toned down, but it's not like boring. Like it still has a punch, and it's just nice to hear. You all sound really good together.
Speaking of, man, I saw a Tiny Desk like snippet the other day, and it was Post Malone.
I saw that too.
Wasn't good. Did you think it was bad?
I watched some. The few songs I saw, I thought he sounded pretty all right.
Okay, I saw
him do like
Sunflower.
Sunflower. Oh, I like that one. So I guess we're on different pages.
It was good. I thought it was okay.
I mean, it's not like
Everybody
I felt
hop on
like
Twitter.
for him. I thought he sounded pretty okay.
Vote on Post Malone's
Are we
performance.
gonna vote on this performance? All right, I would like who came in did was it Trick Daddy that just did one?
Oh, cool.
Somebody, and it was amazing. Yes,
Trick Daddy.
It was
I want to hear
amazing.
that one. I didn't know that was.
Oh my God! I mean, that was. All right, sorry about that, you guys.
Oh, you're good.
man.
Sorry about my Post Malone Tiny Desk.
I don't listen. I don't listen to him a lot, but I did watch that. I thought he did pretty okay.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Well, we'll invite him on and see how he does here.
I after listening to that, you know what? He's not invited. All right, I'll take it back. Posty, you're always welcome at Top Hill. All right, so tell us a little bit about 10 p.m. You know, because it's interesting, like Earl talked about here in the new writing process. So tell us how that one developed.
I brought that riff in really
quick, very fast.
Yeah, it kind of, and then that melody was just improvised on spot, which sometimes just happens and sometimes it never does. Sometimes you just...
The vocal melody?
Yeah, the vocal melody was entirely improvised.
And I
was gonna
remember
say, the guitar melody I stole from your bass playing.
Well, I remember that was like an early session where it was just you and me, like kind of hanging out, and you were like, "All right, I got this," and I was like, all right, I'll do my best. Let's see what I can come up with, and it worked out.
It worked out, man.
Yeah, like I mean, I think that's a cool thing. Like as far as like our creative process goes, like we love to do it together, and we also love to break off too.
Yeah,
and just see what happens. I don't think we're particularly like dogmatic with like any particular approach, but And then, of course, then we found out you can play sax.
Yeah, that
Which
changes
just
the game.
happened. You were just like, oh, yeah, I can play sax. We were like, what?
Yes.
Well, it's like if you say you can play the sax, it's like saying you can play the bass. Everybody's like, oh, ears perk up. I need a bass player.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wanna
I know.
play sax on my record? Would you like to?
Well, like, it's not spoiling too much, right? We did like eventually hit a point where we were like, okay, we got to cut out the sax at the end of songs. Like we kept making demos and we would just bring in the sax really hard. And we were like,
The
okay,
same place.
pick our favorites. No more. We need
for a while anyway.
We need to put a cap. Yeah. So that's something cool to look forward to in the future. Every time you hear a sax part, it was debated on, loved but debated on,
or make it ironic to where no matter what it is at the end of every song, the very, very last part of it goes into Careless Whisper.
Yes.
No matter what key, you just make it work.
The Seether version.
Yeah, there you go.
oh my god!
I had to bring that in there because it was mentioned earlier.
yeah, no doubt. All right, you guys. So this is we have my buddy Brad, who is my co-host and not here for the moment. He has a set of questions, Weston's questions. Earl, take it away, buddy.
Yeah, say I am glad he's gone. I like being here. So I'm happy to use his questions.
I love that you're here, buddy.
Yeah, it's a great time. Like I said, it's good to see y'all. So I guess I'm just asking, I know there's a bunch of y'all, so I'll just ask it to everybody. Just tell us something non-music, either, I guess just as a group that we should know about you, like something you enjoy doing or something you think's interesting.
Tell them about the dog.
Oh, the dog we just... Wait, what
Tell them
dog?
about
Which one?
You know the dog.
Dogs.
Well, both of them, I guess.
Y'all mess
I'll give you the
Tex.
honors, Ty.
Okay, so it's listed in our Instagram bio or whatever. With 5 humans and 2 dogs. So those 2 dogs are I have 2 mini schnauzers. They're
Nice.
kind of the unofficial mascots of the band.
And guards.
Atticus and Tex.
They keep us safe.
Yeah, I just adopted Tex in July, which is pretty sweet. And he's like a little 8-year-old mini schnauzer. But Addie, he's the young one. He's the young gun. But
Addie the boss.
we need to record it at some point. But they scream like when anytime like he comes, like as soon as that door.
Can you demonstrate?
It is just no, I'm not going to demonstrate. I want to be able to do harmonies with you all someday. I feel that if I do that, it'll blacklist me in the harmony game. But yeah, so I guess that would be one thing. Dog lovers.
All right, what about individually? Yeah, this was an easy one to answer individually. So like something that's just,
just interesting, whatever.
Yeah,
It could be
non-musical, something
another
you do,
hobby or something you
Can I
like.
go around the room?
yeah, go ahead, whoever. Corbin's like, I play drums.
That's about it, yeah. Caught me off guard with that one.
I was an extra in Secretariat.
Hey, all right, that's cool.
I got like 5 minutes of screen time.
How old were you?
For
He's
real.
still got
I
the
can't
horse
remember.
costume.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was Secretariat actually. Spoilers,
That is cool. How was that process? Pretty nuts?
It was
like just being on
boring.
set? Really?
It's very boring.
A lot of sitting, hurry up and wait.
Yeah, it was the ballroom scene, and I'm a waiter, and I walk like right past the camera, and yeah,
All right, man.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes, sir.
My fun fact about myself is that I am unemployed. So anybody who's listening who needs audio production, video production, photography, marketing.
Would you like an internship?
Sure.
All right, man. Anything you want to do to help? You're in.
It was my turn.
Yeah.
My fun fact is the only reason I'm in this band is because Drew and I worked at a pizza place together.
What pizza place?
Mozzarella's
Yeah,
in
it's a mom and pop
Sellersburg.
place in Sellersburg, Indiana, where I live. But yeah, just so happened I left another band and I came in one day and I was like, man, I'm super down. I just got kicked out of this band, and Drew was like, just come play for my band. I don't want to play drums anymore.
Called Ty, said, Ty, you're fired too. You want to play bass? Turns out we're both fired.
All right, so is it my turn now?
Yes, sir.
All right,
It would be.
I guess mine would be. I actually am technically legally blind. I have a visual impairment called retinitis pigmentosa. So I don't have any peripheral vision. I only have my central vision. That's why I was bumping into everything in this room.
Well, it's not like there's anything in this room. What are you talking about?
Well, like it's not hard for me to find something to trip over. So like he knows for like a long time. So like in like dim lit areas or like anywhere where I'm like walking around, I typically like hold on to his shoulder. I do have a cane. I don't always bring it, but
What?
Yeah, you know that.
I did not know that.
Okay, I'll show
I've
it.
actually never seen you use it.
I'll let you play with it when we get home. But like it's not like it's just a cool little thing. Like red nice pigmentosa.
And so, is it degenerative? I mean,
It is, but it's a kind of like a sliding scale. Everybody has like a different. It develops differently for everybody. So my degree of vision's still pretty okay. I still have issues, of course, because of the night blindness as well as like just walking and like moving around. But it's just tunnel vision.
Nobody ever asked you to be the DD. That's amazing.
Yeah, exactly,
That's amazing.
exactly.
That's a number one. Like, sorry, guys,
I don't abuse
can't.
that power though. I don't need to become a problem.
That's the second time you've said you don't abuse that power on the show. And I'm wondering, are you plotting something?
He's the anti-hero. That's what anti-heroes do.
I'm trying to establish shit in the band lore.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
All right, your turn, Michael.
Mine's gonna be pretty lame. I'm a huge horror buff.
Okay.
Outside of yes, absolutely, man. Yeah, anything, movies, music, games.
What's
books.
your favorite franchise or movie? Or if you just
favorite
pick
horror
one
movie
thing, yeah.
it's got to be John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a good
Really?
movie.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
Perfect.
Good choice.
Perfect movie. Perfect horror movie.
Yep.
What about favorite horror game?
Oh man, I really, really liked the Resident Evil 2 remake that came out in 2019.
Good choice.
All right.
The best choice.
See, I was gonna say Biohazard, but that's a good
Yeah.
choice.
It's also
too.
good.
Yeah, both of them.
I think I beat Resident Evil at one point in my life. I went through spells, man. I go through spells. It's been a long time since I had it, but my next spell is definitely going to be a dorky, like college football sports game when it ever comes out. But yeah,
It's not dorky. It's
Okay,
it's always fun to be like, hey babe, like Ohio State's like really looking at me. They're really considering me. Like my high school season's actually going pretty well.
so I don't play Call of Duty, man. 'Cause I'm afraid I'll have to be like, sorry, my people need me. This country needs me, honey. I've got to go.
I'm outside just smoking a cigarette. I was like, what's wrong? It's like, I'm having fucking flashbacks, man.
I lost
Like,
6 people today.
it's rough. It's rough out there in Call of Duty, man.
The platoon.
Scar you. Especially when you suck and you're just blown away instantly.
See, that's like my problem with games now. Like what was the one that I got crazy into for a minute? It's the one that's on your phone that you just roll around killing people and the zone gets smaller, but it's not Fortnite.
PUBG?
PUBG.
Oh yeah.
I went on a crazy PUBG run, man, and I thought, all right, cool, this is cool. I'm gonna be able to like go into a game and play with a dude. Like kids kill you as soon as you just like boom,
9-year-olds.
done,
Right.
done. Hey, I'm alive and dead.
I was
try to-
never able to do those games
Nah.
because I just walk around, get shot from some direction I don't even know.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
And my friends get pissed because they like to play games. If I play, they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know." They're like, "Shoot him!" I'm like, "I'm just switching guns." It's like, sorry, fellas. Like,
Guys, I'm
we
just
need
trying
to
to
play
be your-
Harry Potter Legacy instead.
Guys, I'm just trying to be your friend and chat with y'all. Like, I didn't realize everything got so competitive.
I just wanted some time together.
Some wholesome time.
So I guess this next question I can ask to the group: what's the like most nightmare, just like weird gig? It doesn't have to necessarily be bad, but just something notable or bad
Fuzzy
that you've
pig.
experienced.
Fuzzy Pig.
Fuzzy
Oh,
pig.
Fuzzy
Thank you,
Pig.
Frustration, for inviting us.
We love
This
those
year's
guys.
or
Yeah.
last year's?
Was it,
Frustration go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was this year.
I was out there for just a bit.
We
this year.
played the last day.
Oh no, I wasn't. I was at their one like August they just had. But yeah.
It's a cool place. I just had a lot of malfunctions with my gear and ended up just like flopping on stage. Which is great,
Yeah, I mean, it was really just something that was totally out of anyone's control. Like it just immediately started raining right before we went on. It had been like
That's
clear the whole
setting
time
up
before.
and pouring raining.
That's the worst. So did you all? I mean, did you power through?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. We made it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It
powered through.
happened.
Oh yeah.
We got sick the night before. I forgot. It did happen. Oh my god!
On our way back,
And then on the way back, my wife ran out of gas.
It's just
one of those days.
hearing all the
then
horror
cursed
stories
venue.
over
And then
text.
it doesn't end
A
there
little
though.
relieving, maybe.
Yeah.
But because you left, but then me and you went to go save my wife
Yes.
with a can of gas. That we filled it up, and then for whatever reason, modern gas cans do not fit in cars anymore, or at least the one I bought.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like
Need a funnel.
I'm trying to use it. It's just pouring all over the street, and we're like, okay, we'll walk back to the gas station because Michael dropped me and Matt off. Because like, oh, Whitney will just be able to.
Yeah, it's like here's the gas.
home.
Have it. Yeah, there you go.
So we walk to a gas station. I step in. What can only be described as Louisville brew. It was just black goo, and I swear I saw an eyeball. And it got all over my shoes. Almost slipped and fell in it. We got a gas can from the gas station. Thank God.
Verno or something.
Huh? Yeah,
The
and
gas
then
station, whatever.
it just felt like the day wouldn't end. We just felt like,
It was a good test.
yeah, it was a good test of our endurance.
You know what
Our,
else was a good test? Levi's COVID test. He couldn't have been happier.
Yeah.
He's like, "Thank God."
I'm jealous that I wasn't there for all the drama because I would have made good memories.
Yeah,
I think Corbin had a pretty good day though, right?
Oh, I had a great time. It was a perfect set. Yeah. It was amazing. The venue was great. I didn't have a problem. They were all struggling. I had a great time.
Oh, my favorite part was when you grabbed that other guitar because you thought the guitar was your problem,
Oh,
but then
yeah.
the guitar was tuned down a half step.
Oh yeah.
You started like playing, and you're like, why?
It was a challenge.
That's impressive. You all just powered through, man. That's a pretty impressive.
That's a cool spot
that's
out
one
there.
Of the better.
No, it
Yeah, I'd
is
love
a
to
great
play
It's a
time.
good
again,
drive.
like,
It's like 45 minutes from. It's
not bad at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
It's a very cool venue.
It was cool. Yeah,
like
I
the stage.
went out there just a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that's the first time I'd been there. Very
And the
cool
lineup-
spot.
The lineup was amazing.
Yeah.
They Frustration puts together some cool shit, man.
They really do. Like, so give us another shot of frustration.
Yeah.
the fuzz.
People
Fuzz
probably-
redemption arc.
Yeah.
Probably tripping so hard out there, man. They were like, "You all fucking killed it." Like that was the best show I ever seen. I wouldn't worry that much about it, man. They're good dudes. Yeah, it's a cool spot.
Speaking of, an awesome lineup. Question number 3.
Yeah. So I guess I can ask this to everybody. Should be an easier question. What's just the last local artist you've listened to? It can be local to Louisville or just kind of the area. So
Here, you go first this time.
yeah, go just around a circle.
It's you.
Hey, I'll take it. Yeah, hell yeah.
Listening to slow
cute.
it down
How
a couple
cute.
days ago.
Sweet. Yeah.
For me, it would be I would listen through Stuart Wick's Still Life,
Okay.
which was great, and we love Stuart. We played with him a couple times.
Really nice guy. He was just in here.
Dude.
Yeah.
I will say this right now. Stuart Wiki came in here and impressed me.
That was a really fun. He was super, super good.
Super, super good. The new stuff is really, really solid. And him and Scott together with the drums. Dude, I know names.
Yeah.
I got to remember Scott's name. I remember. I feel good today. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. Like
Yeah, no,
firing.
I'm thrilled to see what all he does.
Yeah, I'd never had met him before. I'd followed him for a long time, and he does shit all the time. He seems like he's always playing, doing stuff. He makes great music. Like he's a really nice guy too, which is even more important than being good at music. So,
For me, I got some buddies. We played at Mag Bar with a band called Spinoza.
Okay. Spinoza.
I got a buddy named Brody Hilligus and Austin Miller. Man, that bass player, his name is escaping me right now, but they are real tight. I forget the tune too, but they're a solid band from around here. I grew up with them, so really good guys. Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
my brother has a pop project. He's you can find him on Spotify, Alex Hammer. And I've been listening to the one song that's there, and I've been helping him produce a music video for a song that is yet to be released, so I will not say any more about it.
Boom, perfect. Alex Hammer.
Yeah.
And listen to it on Spotify, your brother.
Yes. He has a song called Santiago.
Okay.
Santiago.
Check that out.
Santiago.
We biked the Camino de Santiago with our family, and yeah, we didn't do the whole way,
cool.
but we did a big portion of it.
Did a quarter of a mile, but it was, cool.
On a bicycle, that's plenty far.
No, that's cool. That's very, very cool.
I got to see Wombo at the Big Stomp.
Cool.
That was cool. That was a very very good set. Shout out Aaron West is a experimental musician, kind of in the ambient scene. Equipment Pointed Onk, which is another like experimental band. Really cool, jammy, kind of weird, kind of psych stuff. Yeah, some good. There's a lot of good bands in the.
There is, yeah.
There's so many.
I love the music scene here. I know some people shit on it because sometimes it's hard to get people to come out to shows. But I think it's just because we got a lot of good stuff going on all the time. There's a ton of great acts everywhere. Like it's really neat.
That's the difference between like here in Nashville is Nashville's set up for music tourism. Louisville's not, but Louisville's music scene is so much more. It's so originally good. It's so thick.
There's
with
great acts in all kinds of genres.
That's the thing, man.
There really is, and so it's why, like I said, I feel like the main complaint I hear from other musicians is just it's hard to get people to come out. But I really do think it's just like even when I go pick a show, there's always like 2 other shows I'm picking between. So it's just like there's just a lot going on. I think that's a good thing. I think like the scene here is great. Most everybody I've met here is super cool, which is important too.
There's bound to be a band. I mean, ever since like the shutdown of bars and COVID and all that crap, things have taken a hit when it comes to live music and things like that. But I truly believe the bounce back will come.
I think some of those bands from around here are doing really well. There's some cool, like Big Stomp's a really cool festival. I was busy this year and I missed it, but I mean, I went last year. Their lineup this year was great. We were both at 7 Cents this year, which was a great festival. Headliners, kind of low key, but like some fantastic acts. Like it's cool. Like I always mention Tyler Lance's Honky Tonk Tuesdays have been picking up.
Honkin' Tuesday.
At Whirling Tiger. There's great acts around. It is hard. It's hard to get people to come out to shows. I think that's just life. So but there's a lot of good acts. I feel like that's a lot of cities don't have that, and people who complain, I'm like, well, there's a lot of people who live far as fuck away from nothing, and so like they don't get anything. I feel like we got kind of something for everybody, whether you're into rap or metal. Like obviously there's tons of hard bands around. There's pop bands. There's tons of country-ish stuff. Like it's cool. I think it's great. Like I think as time goes on, it will just get better and better.
100%, man. And shout out, there's an Instagram page. I think it's called like Louisville Music or Louisville Music.
They're great.
It is the best. If you want to know where music is at, and of all genres, of all styles, follow that page. I think it's Louisville Music.
I think so too.
But it tells you where everybody is every single day.
Every day. Yeah.
I've reached out one time and said, "What you're doing is a service to this community, dude. It is awesome. Please keep doing it because it's valuable.
It is, and it's work. Like
it's work.
It is like the people. It seems simple to just like post some pictures of things, but it takes forever to collect that stuff and do it. And it's not like they post 1 or 2 shows. It's like every day of the week. Yeah, it's cool. And
I would encourage like you guys or anybody else that is doing shows to reach out, send them your schedule. Whoever it is, I don't know who it is, so I'm just plugging. It's awesome.
I don't either. Yeah, I've seen. They're cool.
There.
Yeah, they put my stuff on there before.
Yeah.
What is it?
Unsung
hero.
Yeah,
100%,
for sure.
100%. All right, you guys, you want to play another one for us?
Yeah, we'd love to.
Do the switcheroo.
What you got?
Switcheroo.
What is the next song?
Let's do Damn Damien.
All right, cool.
Shining, shining, shining down, glowing, faded smile. Run, run, run as fast as you can. Let's forgive, the days will end. 'Cause we go where we want to. Our shoes know a lot, enough to get us there. conversation as we go where we want to. Our shoes know a lot, enough to get us there. Take us through conversation as we go where we want to. Our shoes know a lot, enough to get us there. Take us through conversation. You'll grow very old, I see you're in place now. I know that you may fold somewhere when you're in phase. Okay, let's try again. Bring peace to our new friends. Break bread, then they'll replace us, and we will go new places as we go where we want to. Our shoes know a lot, enough to get us there. Take us through conversation as we go where we want to. Our shoes know a lot, enough to get us there. Take us through conversation as we go where we want to. Our shoes know a lot, enough to get us there. Take us through conversation as we go where we want to. Enough to get us there.
Great song.
Beautiful. All right, pick up mics. Y'all can leave your instruments. This is a quick one. Hell yeah, man. That was great.
That was nice hearing you on the lead, man, and you all sounded great again on harmonies. I really like that. That's one of my favorite things about any band is just good vocals.
Levi was singing.
Yeah.
Levi was singing back here, buddy.
Yeah.
Over
Yes,
here.
sir. Love it. Sounded
Thank
awesome,
you.
man. Levi, Levi's got a quiet assassin voice in the back corner, don't
He's
he?
a powerhouse.
For sure.
He
Yeah,
is.
for
He is
sure.
a powerhouse.
For sure.
Secret weapon, you know?
My king.
Real unassuming in the back corner, and all of a sudden, it's beautiful.
There are songs where I sing lead vocals, but
Yeah.
Okay.
they're a little harder for this environment. These ones are much better for this.
Well,
Well, you
before,
have to.
before I
ahead.
forget, so that song, Damn Damien, Going Bananas,
Ty.
that is available on all streaming services. That was one of our lead singles off of our first EP that really released back in December. Film Delays, the Film Delay EP.
Good plug.
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
I know. That's what, hey, man, that's why you're here. You want people to listen to your stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys are constantly recording, so I imagine it won't be too long before you got something else coming down the pipe.
We're
right?
hoping.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my next question. Was my only other one was what is the plans as far as recording?
So we have one more show this year, but at the intermediate time we were recording, like we're adventuring.
Like mad.
Yes.
Yeah, we're dedicating September, November, and December, and January to just recording
That's awesome.
and songwriting.
So where's the show?
Our next show is October 25th. It'll
Planet
be
of
at
the
Planet
Tapes.
of the Tapes.
Oh, cool. That's a great spot. Have y'all played there yet?
No.
I loved that room. It was cool. I played there pretty recently. It's
Very cool.
kind of small, but it's like it's not. It's a little bigger than Magbar. It's a lot cleaner. It's a cool stage, man. I really liked playing there. I'll definitely try to book more stuff there. I'll try to come out to that show. I really like. Yeah, it's a kind of a newer music spot, but I really liked that room. It's a super great room.
Hearing a lot of positive things about
Yeah.
that room. Well, Shay, man, more rooms the better. Right?
Yeah,
But
definitely.
you know, I don't know how you are going to do it. If you're going to just get together and record, or if you're going to eventually go to somebody and sit in the studio and do it for, just so you don't have to think about it. But regardless, I'm super excited to hear. You know, we got a chance to hear 3 of the new tunes that aren't recorded. So if that's the direction we're heading, we're going to be in real good shape with some film delay.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm stoked, man. Y'all are a really cool band. It's like I said, good to see y'all again.
100%. So, to everybody listening, to everybody watching, our followers, listeners, where can they find you other than October 25th at Planet of the Tapes?
The internet.
Yeah. So of course, like Instagram, Film Delay, at Film Delay Band, and that is actually across the board. So TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
All right.
And then, of course, you can find us on Spotify and all streaming services. Shout out DistroKid, you rule.
Yeah,
Right. So I definitely encourage everybody to go October 25th, head out, check it out, listen to the EP, and definitely check out Earl's. Be one of the next 100,000 that listen to his stuff. And what are you gonna take us out with, you guys?
So
New song.
yeah, the song's called "The Line."
Oh, jeez.
The Line.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
It's a. What's it about? It's my experience at the DMV.
Shadow back to the heart. Please resume transmission. Keeping where you are. And do you find suspicion? Down we go, in and out of love. Build a new composition. I'm keeping where you are. Grid line, down you go. You gave it time to figure out. You had no lips to sound it out. Station breakdown, I've lost my sound bit. Television dreams of what I see. Could you pull me from this place so I find my way back to the light? Your shadow back to the heart. Beginning new transmission. I'm keeping where you are. Good line, down you go. I gave it time, I figured out. You make no moves, you shut me out. Station breakdown, I've lost my sound, baby. Television dreams of what I see. Could you pull me from this place so I find my way back to the light?
Levi. Yeah, that was cool.